Smash kids!
Welcome back to the second channel.
I'm Tom, this is Don, and today we're going to be doing some historically accurate Disney drawings. You've seen the other two cartoons, which you loved, judging on the view counts, and yeah, we thought we'd just do some brainstorming and really get to the root of the true historical appreciation of these characters.
What property do we want to start with?
Let's start with Hercules. I always like drawing muscles, don't you?
So he's a Greek guy.
Well, I mean, historically speaking, he was, you know, a god.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of Greek guys walking around thinking about what a god would look like.
Short and hairy. Hercules, I believe he had like, if my knowledge of Commodus the Great is correct, who was a Roman emperor who decided to go and collect people with disabilities and pretend to be Hercules in the Colosseum as he clubbed them to death. He literally called them
little monsters.
They called them giants. Yeah. They were giants, and he, as Hercules, bravely dashed their skulls in. So yeah, if my knowledge is correct, he would dress like Hercules, and that meant a big club and a lion's mane, like a lion's head, like skinned on his head.
What a sick thing to go do on the weekend. Yeah.
You say sick, but you mean like
tight.
Yeah, like.
Awesome. I'm gonna go watch the president.
Fucking Joe Biden walking in there with a giant club.
I'm just drawing a brick-shaped Greek man.
I also imagine Hercules is like really proud of his tiny cock, because in ancient Greece, all the statues had little peckers.
That was actually a thing too, didn't they find?
That was actually, didn't they find several Greek bodies with just tiny wieners?
No. I swear there was something preferable about having a little cock. It's like more beautiful or something.
Well, Hercules certainly thinks so.
They were all about like pederasty or whatever, like little lady boys, you know?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
That's how you become a warrior. Is you look like a girl until you're like.
Anyone with like a massive cock is liable to get it chopped off in battle. I just feel like he'd be like super up himself about it. Like, are you jealous of my tiny cock? You couldn't even fuck a little with that cock. His asshole would be too small and reject it. I could too. Yeah, good one. More like they would fuck you, which makes you gay. That was another thing, right? This is part drawing video, part history lesson. It's gay to be fucked by a dude, but it's not gay to fuck a dude, which if you ask me is the right way of doing
Because you're just
things.
Pretending they're a lady.
Well, they're taking the feminine position. You look like a woman right now. Just smashing him from behind.
Yeah, his giant anaconda dick is just flopping around. Oh, I am a lady!
Stop it!
I'm a lady forever!
Bet you wish you had a tiny cock like old Hercules. Now that's a society I could get into. I feel like he needs to be looking at Brutus's cock more. Like off to the side. He's like side-eyeing it a little bit. Look at that. Nice wiener. I like the body language. Don't look at it! Right, sweet, there he is. There's old Hercules. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do Hunchback. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now this movie really makes me mad. I think old Frollo is horrifically misunderstood.
He does take in Quasimodo for like no reason, right?
Yeah, he's just a fucking good Christian. He knew that Quasi was never gonna get in this fucking 10 out of 10 gypsy woman's britches. He's just trying to protect the poor boy from fucking heartbreak.
Yeah, you're right.
And then this Giga Chad in gold armor and a fucking blonde beard shows up and is like, it's so fucked up because in any other scenario, Quasimodo would have been the guy who got with the girl. But literally the creators were like, this guy is such a troglodyte looking motherfucker that
we just can't.
We just can't. She's got to end up with this like bland guy who does nothing the whole fucking film.
Yeah. And maybe that would have been like, in their books, vaguely racist for the gypsy to go for the like monster, you know?
The beasts ended up together.
So why is Frollo so bad? I can't remember this movie very well.
So he naturally is very concerned about the gypsy menace in France. But also she uses her witchcraft to seduce him away from his good morals.
Which is probably true. She probably actually did that.
She probably actually had an incantation
Yeah.
where she fucking like tried to seduce him with her gypsy magic. And then he's like, well, I know what's happening. I don't want to become Satan's plaything. So he basically decides to torch the whole of France. Kind of a scorched earth strategy. Which, if you ask me, at this point, is maybe the only fucking solution. If she can cast a spell on him, Don, she can certainly cast a spell on anyone else. And then this fucking big humped rat fucking undoes all of his hard work because he gets a whiff of like the slightest gypsy cunny. It pisses me off! Yeah, poor Frollo. He takes in this boy who otherwise would literally just be like beaten to death by an angry fucking 16th century mob, and he gives him like, a secluded life, but for his own good. As soon as he escapes, people literally try and pelt him to death with tomatoes. And this one broad comes along with her giant hoop earrings. She's like, you know, your life sucks, you know, hunchback. He's like, oh, what do you mean? She's like, you're locked up in that 17th century church all day, ringing the bells, talking to statues.
And then she doesn't even fuck him.
I don't know, dude. You know, you decide for yourself. Don't even really know what the fuck I'm drawing right now. It's supposed to be Esmeralda getting choked out by Quasimodo. Basically me rewriting what should have happened.
Like in Of Mice and Men.
She's like, hey, big dick retard, wanna fuck? He's like, I just want to play with kittens. It's like, yeah, cool, why don't you stuff that sauce? Because at this point, like, people like big dicks again. We've thrown off the yoke of antiquity and done some science. Some apples have fallen from the trees and hit a few people in the head. And now we think big dicks are cool again. She's like, why don't you put that in me? Essentially abusing, like, someone who doesn't have full mental faculties. I think we should move on. I think that's a good quasi.
Okay,
Good
cool.
quasi Esmeralda. All right, let's do Frozen.
So, for starters, a few years ago, everyone made fun of me for asserting that Frozen was about the gay agenda. Literally, they gave Elsa like a hint, hint, wink, wink lesbian relationship with that like native chick.
Native to where? Isn't like Frozen like fucking, I don't know, Norway or some shit?
Yeah, but
I know it's made up.
I can't remember, so I'm gonna butcher it and, you know, say unfair things about it, but
God forbid you say something unfair about a Disney property. Maybe
You know,
they discover the
Eskimos.
Sami people
They discover
in northern
like
Finland.
They discover like Eskimo kind of people, and Elsa's got the hots for one of them. You know.
Huh.
It's all gay agenda propaganda. Keep your kids away.
I mean, this is Scandinavia, right? Look at them, look at the saying, it's snowing all the time. They're in like North Europe, so I'm going with emaciated, eldritch, disgusting, like turnip-fed women.
Just think like kind of like bundled up with like frostbitten cheeks, you know.
Screaming in their foul language. Do it so well.
Yeah, just draw your wife from.
Okay, all right. My wife is not fat.
This isn't your wife.
She is the queen of my heart.
I'm just saying they're all bundled up. This is Anna.
So think of a little bit on it.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking
She's
about?
So hot, the princess.
Oh, she's clearly had the whole fucking town's ration of food. These fucking frostbitten
Sorry, I
swamplands.
wish I was a prince so I could.
Oh god, how I wish I was a prince. She's gotta draw a horse.
Yeah.
She would be on a horse.
Or like some kind of foul ice satanic demon that's like made of a tree.
That feels rather pagan-y, doesn't it? I feel like sometimes like Scandinavians have like long faces. This is literally what the most beautiful woman in all of Scandinavia would have looked like at the age of 16 in like the year fucking 100 BC. This one would be pregnant though. This is part of why she looks like this, because the baby is stealing all 30 calories of her daily diet. Her womb can only sustain like one grub at a time. That's a fucking sweet little steed she's got there, dude. What the hell?
It's from Satan.
Of course, they would have called it something retarded like. I'm just not even going to.
Finish.
No, I'm embarrassed. I got nothing. It was gonna be silly and stupid, and everyone would have laughed at me. Called me mean names like Four Eyes and Pale Skin.
It's funny how people can't figure out who's who.
I am Don. This is Tom.
Yeah.
Her fucking rope-like hair. Her figure underneath. It's blatant. It's like.
Like. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, obviously. That's why I made room.
She's probably got like a fucking rocking body,
Yeah.
and everyone's jealous that she's not their wife.
Well, they just talk about what's under there, you know?
They're just like, holy
'Cause that's-
shit.
No one knows what is under anything because they're all fucking cold all the time.
Look at that, perfect body. Little extra room in the tummy just to sustain triplets. If your seed is really strong, what do you think? Perfection. There you go. The 2 fairest queens in all the land. All right, well, fuck. That was 3 historically accurate Disney properties struck from the record.
Look for one of those probably maybe next week on Friday when we come back with something.
Everything we said was a joke.